a cubit. Say that again. Never pass a cubit. If you don't know what it means, pick your most natural thing. Okay? Never pass a cubit. Disaster. Because they'll let you play it. So, when you bid a cubit, you should have confidence that your partner won't have you. If they don't know what to do, they're going to bid their most natural response, right? And if you bid, the same goes both ways. Never pass a cubit, right? Got it? The cubit I really want to talk about is the limit, raise, or better cubit. Limit, raise, or better. When we give a limit raise in Standard American, we promise 4 of our partner's suits. 1 heart, 3 hearts. I promise 4 of their suits and 10-ish points, right? 4 and 10. That's what 1 spade, 3 spades says, right? If it's 1 diamond, 3 diamonds, I promise 5. 5. Because remember, we can open those minors. Well, you really, in diamonds, you can just promise 4. If it's clubs, 1 club, 3 clubs, you promise 5. Got it? Real important distinction there. So, but what we're talking about is when you have that hand, that's a limit, raise, or better. Or better. And by better, I mean more than, it's a little different from a regular limit raise when you're promising 4 of a major. You're really just promising 3. And a healthy 10, a real 10, not a bunch of jacks. Not jacks.
So I don't understand. You just said you should have 4 of your partner's suit, but...
Right. That is a limit raise. But a cubit is a limit raise or better. It only promises 3 card support, but a good healthy 10. You're still looking at the 10 points. You're still looking at 10 points. But we can use a cubit to, sometimes our partner opens a spade, we have 3 pretty spades or 3 spades, and we have a pretty 10-ish or better. And it's a healthy 10. Not some dog 10 full of queens and jacks. So in order to, you want to give them a raise, and you want to really say more than 2. Right? And when the opponents interfere, that's the perfect opportunity to use that limit, raise, or better cubit. I'm going to show you some examples. Remember, it promises 10 plus support points. Okay? So here's the option. You and your partner are east-west. Got it? Partner says it's diamond. The opponent bids a spade. If you bid 3 diamonds, that's a preemptive bid. That's a get out of my way, let's cause some trouble, let's make them guess. Right? And it's a limit raise. You got 4 diamonds and you got 10-ish points. Got it? Now, if your partner bids a diamond, they interfere with a spade. When you say 2 spades, are they bidding spades? Are you bidding spades? No. You're saying, I've got some diamonds, and I've got a limit, raise, or better. And it keeps it lower. It keeps it lower. Now, your partner, they have a minimum 10, they pay 3 diamonds, and you're done. They like that, they might go some other direction. Right? They have a better hand. Let's look at another example. You and your partner, again, east-west. Your partner says a heart. The opponent's bid. You don't know if they're overcalling, bidding for real, what they're doing. They bid 2 clubs. Right? At least they're saying, I can tell my partner what to leave. And you bid 3 hearts. That's a promise of 4 and 10-ish points, isn't it? But when you say 3 clubs, you're still promising 3 hearts and a little bit better. It's really a better hand, even though 4 is lovely. When you have a little bit better hand, it's at least 10 I've got 4 intangibles. Okay? When you're bidding majors, you're bidding a major. And if your partner, if there's interference and they cube it, keep in mind that it can be made with only 3 cards. You promised 5 at the get-go, didn't you? You promised 5 when you open a heart or a spade. If you get interference, no matter what the denomination is, when a cube bid follows it, 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 spades, that promises 3 card support and a limit raise or better. Because you really can't bid 1 heart, 1 spade, 3 hearts unless you own 4 hearts. But you want to tell your partner, I have a little bit better. If I only had less than 10 points, it would go 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 spades. Even if you had 4. Wouldn't if you had 6 to 9 points. That's really all you can do. 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 hearts. I've got less than 10 points, and I've got 4. Well, you may just have 3. You may just have 3. That's okay. You're at the 2 level. So, now, in a minor, and I'm saying a minor would be clubs generally. 1 club interferes with a spade. Say 2 spades, you've got at least 5. You've got at least 5. And you've got better. 10 points or better. Okay, if it's a diamond, 1 diamond, 1 spade, and it's your turn, and you own 4 diamonds, and you have better, you have 10 plus points. You want to bid the opponent's suit. That's what's important. All right, let's talk about.
Wait, say that one more time.
Okay.
Are you talking about the minor?
Yes, if your partner opens a minor, or if you open a minor, and the opponents stick a major bid in there, if you bid that same major, you're telling them, with diamonds, I've got 4.
And more than 10.
And more than 10 points. 10 or at least 10. 10 on a sad day, but a healthy 10. Okay? You know, I never have a healthy 10. I have an anemic 10 usually. But when I have those anemic 10s, I need to just bid the minor again if I have 4 diamonds or if I have 5 clubs. Okay? You can't be in trouble that way. So, let's talk about when our opponents, because lately we open with a lot of premiums, don't we? We see them a lot. So when they bid, let's say you and your partner are east-west, and North kicks it off with 2 diamonds. And you say 3 diamonds. The Q bid should be the majors. Right? It should be. It is. Yeah. 2 diamonds. I'm right behind them and I say 3 diamonds. I've got the majors. Probably 4-4. Right? Yeah, it's a really a minus, but you want to be careful and be real clear about it. I've got enough points on it. I have an opening hand. I want to be in the game, and I've got the majors. I may be 5-4. If I'm 6-something, I need to bid my major. Yes, Joe.
4-4. Why would you not double? Why 3 diamonds?
Well, I want to make it clear. When I double, I'm saying you bid whatever you like. I understand it. I understand whatever you bid. You bid clubs, cool. You bid hearts, fine. You bid spades, all the way. A double says, I got the rest of these. They may have some long diamonds, but I can handle any other suit. More likely you've got 5-5.
So when you say 3 diamonds, you're telling them that you have majors.
I have majors. I have the majors. You know, if Michael's is, real classic Michael's is 1 heart, 2 hearts. I got spades and a minor. Guess which one? You know, you have to know. 1 club, 1 spade, 2 clubs. 1 spade, 2 spades. I've got hearts and and a minor. Guess which one?
And don't worry about it. We
Yeah.
won't do it. Okay.
Yeah, that's Michael's, and Michael's is a little bit different than what I want to talk about. What I'm talking about today is when you have a limit raise or better. We know what to do with a limit raise. We have 4, our partner's suit, we have 10-ish points. We're going to give them a limit raise or better. And that's real helpful. 1 heart, 3 hearts. If they're a minimum hand, they should pass. If they have a little bit better, they should go on, right? They should be able to see our hand. She owns 4. I did that when I bid at the 3 level. Okay? So, let's see. If they bid a preempt in a major, put your shoes on, this is different. If they preempt in a major, 3 hearts say, when you bid 4 hearts, do you want to play hearts? No. You have a strong 2 suit. That's what that says. I have a big hand and it's strong and I have 2 suits. I want to hear from you what you own. And I know that I pushed us to the game level. I know it. Remember, when they're weak, we're strong. Always remember that when they preempt on you. They preempt so you don't have room to talk. That's why we preempt. It's great. They want to shut it down. But when they're weak, we should be strong. Sometimes they preempt 3 spades. Woo! That's hard, isn't it? That's hard. Rare that you can bid over. All right, let's talk about some examples. Look over there on the far end, number 1. North opens it up and bids a club. East, my opponent, says, I want to play, and he bids a spade. You bid 2 spades. What are you telling your partner? Think about it. What do you have? What do you have? 5 clubs, that's right. What else? And 10 healthy points. Right.
By healthy, do you mean not a bunch of queens, Jess?
Not a bunch of, by healthy, I mean not a bunch of, yeah. If I have 10 points or better, but they're sad, I need to bid 2 clubs. And I have 5 clubs. But if I have 5 clubs, and I have healthy 10 points, that's real descriptive. That's very descriptive, okay? Let's do another one. I have this one up here. Okay, 1 spade. That's my partner. East passes. Now south. No, I'm sorry. Start over here. Started with west. West was the dealer. 1 heart. My partner says 1 spade. Is he overcalling? Could be. Could be overcalling, right? The other opponent passes. So if anybody's got anything, it's him. He's got an opening hand. He can't even scare up a 2-heart bid, right? All right. This is your hand. Look down here at your hand. In spades, you have the ace, jack, 6, 2. You have 3 little sad hearts, some sad diamonds, and some pretty clubs, right? How many points you got? Okay. So does it meet our criteria? Right. Now, if you say, what would your bid be here? It's not a true question. What would your bid be?
2 hearts.
I really think 2 hearts is the most descriptive bid. I have a limit raise or better. Or better. I'm only promising 3 card support. I have 4, which would be nice. But I have better really than 10 points, don't I? I have some working values. So, let's say that your partner, when you bid this, you bid the 2 hearts. You bid 2 hearts to tell your partner something, right? Well, what if he said, you guys get out of here? 3 hearts. 3 hearts. taking my bid, I'm not doing that. 3 hearts. Now partner, when they bid, if they pass, what are you going to bid now? This is still your hand. This is still your hand. Your partner heard you. He heard you, didn't he? I have a limit, raise, or better. I have 3 card support and 10-inch points, right? Well, if he passes, that tells me he was on an overcall.
Yeah.
He was on an overcall, right? And, yeah, he might have 8 points instead, right? So I think a pass is not unreasonable. You beat this up a bit, give yourself something better there, give yourself an ace there. Now you need to bid the game, don't you? You need to bid the game.
Lori, does West get the bid in parts?
Yeah, if my, this is your opponent.
Yeah.
This is your opponent right here.
Oh, we're north-south.
We are north-south this round.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So when they said 3 hearts, they don't know if he's on an overcall or not, but they suspicion he might be. Because I turned up with a Q bid, right? I turned up with a Q bid, so between the 2 of us, we have enough to make you uncomfortable. And my partner's broke. My partner's broke. And if we're vulnerable and they're not, you might say, well, go on with yourselves. I'm going to bid 3 hearts. And you have to decide what you're going to do. If you just have that first little bit, then you need to pass. If you have this other, you guys go on. You need to bid 4 spades if you have this. Right? Okay, and I don't think that's too difficult, but it's a better bid than 1 spade, pass, 2 hearts, 3 spades. Give your partner more information. I have a limit, raise, or better. And remember, your partners are in this same class. Never pass a Q bid. Never pass. If you bid a spade and pass 2 hearts and you bid 3 hearts.
Okay, your partner is passing the Q bid, but there's an intervening bid. So
Right,
it's okay
right,
if there's an
right,
intervening
right.
bid?
Yeah, because there's an intervening bid. It took that Q bid out of here. If West had passed, he needs to take action. If West had said, I give up, we don't have anything, you guys own the ball. He would say 2 spades if he's weak. Yes, Kathy?
Well, back up to the top, like, okay, open the club, east says 1 spade, south says 2 spades.
Right?
Then, so then as Northman comes back around, they're gonna rebid their clubs with just 2 or 3, assuming that they're
Well,
running as high?
I can't bid this 2 spades, Kathy, unless I own 5 clubs.
Right.
Right? I can't bid it.
Somebody's gotta put you back in clubs.
So it's going to go back here, and he may put me back in clubs.
Okay.
Right, depending on the strength of his hand. That's the weakest action he should take. That's the weakest action he should take.
Because that is saying that he has the majors.
This one, honey? No, this one's saying north and south have clubs. You and I are north-south. I open a club, the opponent's bid a major. You say that major at the 2 level. You're telling me, I own 5 of those clubs, this is our hand, and we're going to play clubs. Right? If I had bid 2 hearts, it's very different. It's very different. It's really, you have a bid with your partner, and you're using the opponent's suit to give your partner the most information that you can. That's what a limit, raise, or better. You promise 3 card support and a limit, raise, or better. And your partners know, and you know, never pass a Q bid. Now, if it's taken out, you can pass.
You said 3 cards when you had a major, but 5.
If it's if it's a club. 4 if it's a diamond. 5 if it's a diamond. Okay? Let's see, I've got one more, but I don't want us to run tight on time. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to do this again, kids. I'm going to do this very last.